Hello everyone, it's me Luigi and welcome back to another Redstone Invention. This is updated hover boots in vanilla Minecraft, and the reason why I'm making this video now is that I've noticed that there has recently been a lot of attention on my other hover boots video, and that old version is obsolete. So what I've done here is made a much simpler version. I've actually added a little bit extra to make the hover boots look a little bit cooler when they're used and work a little bit better. So I'm going to start off with what you need with the scoreboard and then get into the main command blocks. So the two objectives you will need is one for hover, so scoreboard objectives add, hover, dummy, and then name it hover. The other one will be scoreboard objective add, air, dummy, air. So you'll first start off like usual with a very quick redstone clock, which will go into this mechanism over here, which starts off by testing for the player with the inventory slot 100, which is boots, with the display as hover boots. So if it's named hover boots and it's in this slot, it'll activate this command block, which sets the hover to 1, and then when it gets taken off, this will turn off and invert it so that it will be set to 0. So now this is basically the exact same thing, only instead of testing for the inventory, it's executing at the player with a score of hover minimum of 1, and is testing for the block underneath them to be barrier. If that's true, then this will be setting air to 1, and then if it's false, then it will turn off and set air to 0. Now these 4 command blocks is what gets everything else done. So you have this execute command that's testing for the player with a score hover minimum of 1, and it's filling the blocks underneath them barrier, and they're replacing air so it doesn't replace any other blocks. Over here, what this does is executes add a again, but instead of getting rid of air, it's getting rid of barriers and replacing it with air. Now these are both going on at the same time, so you want this one over here on this side. It all depends on where you have it, or else this one will get activated before this one and it won't work. Over here, all this does is give you the effect of jump boost, so you can't jump at all when you're using them. And over here, it executes add a score air minimum of 1, and it will have the particle of cloud underneath you. It is actually as simple as that. So if you put on these hover boots, you will see underneath me, I will be having the particles underneath me. It'll follow, it'll break all the barrier blocks, so it's only the ones underneath me. And then when I take them off, I fall back down, all the particles stop, and it goes back to normal. Like usual, the commands for most of these command blocks will be in the description below. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments below. I'll be sure to answer them. And if you enjoyed the video, a like is always helpful. So, I will be talking to you guys in the next video.